Welcome back, everybody. Today, Angel's finally gonna get her angel eyes. That's right, we're installing Orion V4s for 2004-2006 facelift coupe E46 on my Beamer. So let's get it started. But right before we do, I do want to express some complaints against the company making those angel eyes. I don't exactly know how to say it. It's Umnitza. You Google Orion V4 angel eyes, you'll see them. They're the best, most popular angel eye brand that there is. And I paid $270 plus $30 for shipping, so that's $300 for these angel eyes. And they didn't even come with instructions. How are you gonna send me $300 LED rings that don't even come with instructions, bro? Do you know how complicated that wiring harness is? I know nothing about wiring, but luckily they redeemed themselves a little bit. They do have kind of an online manual on how to do it. Half the images on the file are blank, which leaves me with a lot of questions. And another one is they don't come with any mounting options. They don't come with any glue or any clips, nothing, nada. So you have to go and they suggest using clear silicone glue, which is definitely what you should do. But if you've known me for more than 2 weeks, then you know that I'm very impatient and not patient enough to go and get that glue. So we're gonna use super glue. The first step should be pretty self-explanatory. You gotta pop the damn hood. Okay, now that we can see what's going on, time to take out the headlights. So I don't want to bore you guys with a crazy amount of lecturing, but there is a little bit of context I need to give here. So this is a 2006 330 Ci ZHP coupe, specifically for 2004 to 2006 facelift coupe E46s. They have special headlights. Unlike the ones on every other E46, do not disconnect right here by the turn signal. This is all one assembly. Unlike the other E46 headlights, you can't just clip off the plastic, leave the assembly in, and put in your angel eyes. You wish, nah. So you do have to put them in the oven to get them open. Now I have a bit of a different solution. I've already done this once before. I came up with something else and I will show you once we get to that part. But anyway, stick through. I'll give you a full tutorial on how to disassemble the facelift coupe 2004-2006 headlights, and I will show you how to install the angel eyes. I will show you how to wire them so you don't have to go through trouble that I did. And hopefully if you follow along, you'll get them installed better than I will. So the very first thing I do is I take out this little piece of trim right here, just pop these plastic little pins, and it should, I repeat should, slide right out. There we go. Pop, pull. There we go. Next thing you gotta do is take out this trim piece right here. And to get that done, all you have to do is pull from here. There we go. And then carefully just wiggle it out on this side. There we go. All right, step 2 is to take off these 8mm bolts right here. And I will do that with an 8mm socket. There we go, here's one. Third screw is going to be right behind the headlight assembly, right there, so I'm going to undo that one as well. Okay, there we go, pull that out. Lastly, there's going to be one more screw that's located right in here. I'll zoom in on that for you. I'll go ahead and undo that as well with my ratchet. Okay, there we go. Screw is out. Your next step is to undo these little clips at the back inside of the headlight. So I'll go ahead and do that. They should be all pretty simple, usually just a little clip. There we go, so those are all undone. Okay, now that you have gotten this far, we've undone the 3 clips right here, and we got one more right here that's on the turn signal. So just kind of reach your hand in there and unplug that. This is what it looks like. And then the whole headlight should, keyword should, just come. Oh, one more clip right here up top. Forgot about this one. Yep, undo that. And then the headlights come right out. You can see the old angel eyes I had sticking out. All we're gonna do first is take off these caps at the top right here. Come on. There we go, here's one. And then take out this one right here. There we go, that's 2. This is the turn signal, so I'm gonna pull that out as well. All you gotta do is twist it to the left. And then once it twists enough, we'll click, and then should be able to just wiggle that right out. Keep in mind, you can just insert the angel eyes and be done with it, but what I actually did was last time I put the shitty angel eyes in, I spray painted black kind of the housing of this first light, this first ring, and the second ring. All that used to be silver. So since I did a shitty job with the paint, I'm actually gonna do that part again. Bulb in the back here as well. Do that, pull that out. There we go. Okay, so now we have to just undo the screws that are physically holding in the plastic. And the only ones that there actually are on this are gonna be right here and right here towards the turn signal side of the headlight. And they're gonna be these Torx bits. I always forget what they're called. Forgive me for that one. Okay, so this looks like a T20 sized bit. And let's get these babies out. And I do like to keep all my stuff somewhat organized. So I have these little plastic containers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop these screws in there. Now that we have those out, we just have to pry apart the glue and open up the headlight. So to do that, just a big flathead screwdriver, nothing too fancy. And I'm just gonna start working my way around, just trying to kind of slowly part it apart. Keep in mind, there is a few clips on here, so just be mindful, don't break those, and you'll be fine. But yeah, it's just a slow process. Also, one thing I did forget. Here's a piece right here of insulation. It's kind of a little rubber piece, so if you just wiggle it in all directions slowly, it should come off without you having too much trouble. There you go. And now we are ready to take apart the headlight housing. So, let's get that going. Also, just insert the screwdriver and start prying apart some of this plastic. Another thing you can do is just to help yourself along is just take a little box cutter, and as you're prying the headlight apart, and as you can see all this glue bonding, well, I guess you can't see, but there's glue bonding everywhere. So I'm gonna just go ahead and help it out by cutting some of that glue. And with that, you should be able to get it right off, so. And now that it's already pretty separated, as you can see right here, I'm just gonna break this glue up one more time. Make sure you don't cut any vital parts of the headlight, just put the very tip of the knife in there. Just got this, that. You can see we got a pretty big gap, and then you can just kind of pull it off. Look at all this glue right here. There we go, yep, cut all that. Cut all the stuff at the bottom here. And I think we got it. Okay, and that's it. It's separated, no oven required. There we go. So from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out some of these Torx bits right here. Just like so. Now we'll place these in a separate tray just in case. Two or three more. There's one more right here. Oh. There we go. Toss that in there. And then we got one more right here at the bottom. Okay, and now your turn signal will actually come off of the rest of the assembly. And there we go, turn signal is off. I got little, oh, there's the screw, let's not lose that. I got little stickies here from my shitty angel eyes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of those. Whoa, a little too aggressive. This headlight trim piece. Here you can see my old shitty angel eyes that did not fit. Put that to the side. Okay. And we got the headlights apart. Small step that I didn't know I was gonna have to do is, these are basically the plastics that are gonna hold the halos, and they're gonna hold them as such. But see, I have an issue because with this one right here, okay, you see this wire right here, it's pretty stiff, so I won't be able to fit that into its proper housing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill a hole right up here so we can put that wire through and then put in the angel eyes. Okay, and I'm gonna mark the spot that I think it is, which would be right here. Okay, so I marked the spot right there, and I'm gonna go off that and get drilling. I'm actually gonna start off with a small hole and then just work my way up. I think that would be the best move here. Okay, okay. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Okay, I believe it should fit. I believe it should fit. So let's get going with the bigger bit. Got a nice little hole right here. That should do me just fine for this particular application. Okay, so the hole is much too small to fit these little plastic bits in there, so I'm gonna have to drill it bigger. There we go. That's a dub. That's a dub. It fits through. Success. Now let's put this ring back in. And there we go. We just got all that through, so now just pull this back all the way. We shouldn't have any issues. One angel eyes on. Just to be safe, I will use just a little bit of super glue because I don't plan on ever replacing these, and if I do, I'm sure I can replace those little rings as well. So I will just add a tiny little bit at the bottom just to be safe. And now I'm gonna take this second angel eye. Luckily this one right here will fit directly over this little black ring, just like so. And then now I just gotta put up the turn signal and figure out how I'm gonna run these wires. Looks like the finished product will look something like this. So now let's get to the assembly. You can take these screws that we got earlier, let's dump those out and let's start putting them back in. You don't have to go too tight on them. They're all going into plastic and none of this is gonna move anyway. So don't go crazy, don't strip these. There we go. That's nice and tight. And one more. This assembly is complete. Unfortunately, you are going to see these red wires right here when you're looking at the car, but I didn't find a good way to hide that. They didn't suggest any, so we'll just leave it at that. It's fine by me. Okay, so I fed these wires from this ring just right under this housing, and then we're gonna feed these right on top of the xenon. Okay, those are successful. Now so I'm gonna feed these two wires back through the housing and out this top hole right here, because that's where I want them to connect. I'm just trying to see if I can do that real quick. Okay, so the first step in wiring is gonna be to disconnect your battery, which in this case is somewhere in the back here. All right, so this is where your battery is located, right underneath a little plastic tray like this that just kind of comes out. I'm just gonna undo it with a 13mm. All right, so the next step would be to open up this little box right here. Yep, there we go. Just pop that right open, and we need to undo that. A universal wrench, so that should do. Set that to the side. And now I can go ahead and start attaching the harness. This right here is the entire harness that came with my kit. This is the whole thing. So this will go to the driver's side lighting right here, and all this stuff will go on passenger side. Okay, so step one, this is the very edge of your harness. You go down a little bit and you see two cables. One is red and one, if you peel this off, is black. So the red cable will just go right on top of where the red was, right there. And then we can put this right back on. And what I'm actually gonna do here is just make a little incision on this side with just a little box cutter, just to give this cable some room to slide up in there. Okay, that little box is closed. For the second part, we're just gonna undo this nut right here, which is where we're gonna attach the black wire that is closer in the circuit system. So that would be this wire right here with the red tape and the black mesh. And if you slide the mesh back, then you can see that it is a black wire indeed. So once that is over there, we can move on.
Alright, so that obviously does not fit. Thanks, Umnitza. Really a shitty job you guys doing. Okay, so I basically ended up boring it out with scissors. Yeah, exactly. And so now I'm just tightening it on like a screw, because that is the only way that this was gonna work. So we can put back this bolt. Alright, that's pretty tight. Perfect.
Okay, now continuing. I'm sorry for the darkness. It's already 8:30. This took longer than I wanted. We got our 2 points connected, and what we have left is basically a really long cable that we're gonna just toss over to the driver's side, and we got this cable that's gonna connect to the passenger side angel eyes. So here is the issue that I was talking about. We have 3 wires and only 2 coming out of this harness, and from what I figured, I should be able to leave the white one alone. So I will take the red, connect them. Boop. Okay, perfect. Now I can connect the brown and the black. Boom, trifecta. And just like that, these should be wired. I'm just gonna let these wires run through the side here. I'm not actually gonna secure anything in place because I wanna see if it actually works first, and then I'll get to actually securing the wires. The last step is to take this longest end right here, and we're gonna take that all the way over to the other side. I'm gonna run it right here. We're just gonna undo these clips. There we go. Pop this open, and then I'm gonna run that in there. But I'm just gonna wire it up first to make sure that I'm getting everything to the right length. Okay, now hopping over to the other side, we've got this stuff right here. This is a trigger wire, and we're basically gonna tap into the ignition cable. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to do all that. I know it might sound intimidating. And this will go straight to your angel eyes. So let's connect this again. Then we're gonna go ahead, take the red, connect the red male from the angel eyes to the red female from the harness. There we go, click, those are done. Then we'll take the brown and the black and just do the same. I know you can't see it, but you should be able to figure this part out. Literally just connect the black and the brown and the red and the red. Okay, there we go, that's done and connected. We got power from over there, we got the eyes connected. We're just gonna have to tap this little wire into the ECU box. The ECU box is right here. It's held in by 4 Torx 25 screws, and you want to make sure you do not drop them or it will be hard to get them out. I can now proceed and undo all of these right here. Oh, wrong direction. And then this one right here. Make sure it doesn't fall. You really do not want these to fall. One on this far side right here. Perfect. And I believe there's one more, yep, just right here, right next to me. There we go. Now we should be able to just lift this off, yep, perfect. ECU cover off, and there go the goodies. My dear Lord, can you see that rat's nest of wires? Okay, so this last part is gonna be pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, and pretty quick. But it's very important that you don't mess this up because it is your ECU and there's a lot of important stuff. And the cable you're tapping into, it's the ignition cable. The Orion V4 kit, at least for 2004 to 2006 facelift coupe E46s, comes with these little blue thingies. What they're gonna let you do is basically tap into the wire by cutting into it, and then on this side right here, you're gonna plug in the white. I'm gonna just show you. Okay, so if you just look at the ECU, this is what it looks like. Now the wire you're gonna want is gonna be in this little section right here, and it's gonna be the one that is red with kind of yellow dots or stripes along it. This wire right here, see how it's red with those little yellow things following alongside it? So it's gonna be that wire that you're gonna want to tap into. Okay, and this is gonna be the trigger wire that's gonna go into it. And then I'm going to slide this little blue thing right under there like this. And then I'm just gonna clip this over. You're supposed to use pliers for this part, and then you basically just ply this closed, and then you should be tapped into the wire. Damn it. Okay, well, I just dropped it. Okay, I do not know where it went. Good thing it comes with 3 of those, so I can go get another one.
right, perfect. That's clipped. And now all we gotta do is take this white wire that's just coming out of the harness, the trigger wire, and we'll just slide that through right here. And once you slide that in there, you should be good to go. Okay, sweet. Now I'm just gonna go right back to the trunk, reconnect the battery, and then we'll flip her on and see if they light up. And if they don't, oh boy, am I not gonna be in a good mood. All right, just gonna go ahead and tighten that up. Okay, so if you couldn't already tell, I'm not quite the expert when it comes to electricity. I really don't know much about it. So I don't even know when I'm supposed to touch and not touch which part of the battery. Like, that's how little of experience I had. So right now, in this moment of truth, if the lights don't come on, I won't be surprised, but I will be pissed. Not surprised, but pissed. All right, let's see it. Please pray. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh no! Oh, that is too good. Oh, those are beautiful. Look at how bright those things are. Jesus. Make sure you guys can see those. My God. Can you tell how bright these things are? Look at those. Oh, those beautiful eyes. Yes, baby. Yes.
I'm running out of time. Every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under...
Okay, that's it. On this beautiful note, we got Angel eyes. Angel has her eyes. Perfect. Yeah, if you didn't know. Her name's Angel, by the way. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. It was an absolute pain in the ass. I hope this tutorial helps you, and I hope you don't have to do all the research I had to do to get this to work. She's done, that's it. Another thing for the E46, baby. A lot more stuff coming for her soon. I already have headers done. I am planning to put on a full exhaust system as it's stupidly loud right now. I am trying to get some coilovers, some maybe BC Racings or maybe some KW2s or something, we'll see. But yeah, a lot more stuff for the E46 coming, so please do stay tuned. Drop a like if this video helped you at all whatsoever, and please do subscribe if you have an E46 or if you're genuinely interested in what the f is gonna happen to this one, because I really don't know. Anyway, peace out, adios, ciao, thank you, muchas gracias, bye-bye.